Hello and welcome to Milo and Marcus Garage. Before I show you the main event of the day, I would like to give you a short workshop update. We are currently in my home turf garage, and as you can see, I just bought this puppy here. This is a 1997 steel or metal mill, built in Russia in the factory of Vladimir Ilyich Lenin. That's just the name, he didn't actually own the factory, I mean obviously. So this mill here will get it working. We are currently in the process of installing three-phase power in the garage, and that's the biggest reason why the videos haven't been, the video last week that I wanted to make didn't come up, mostly because I've been drilling some holes like these. Look at that nice hole. Hey. And over there as well, right there. So we'll be getting three-phase power into the garage, so I'll be finally able to power this compressor, very nice, and power our new mill. Apart from that, we got a new shelf together with the mill for some tools and stuff. In addition to that, we got a nice workbench, a tire changing machine, that's the blue thing right there, and that's basically it. Some other stuff as well, but that's minor, so not worth showing off. Anyways, as well as this, it's a cool it's a, that mechanics like floor lying thingy wingy. It's very nice, very comfortable, very useful. But anyways, before I bore you to death, let's get straight into the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to our brand new, not brand new, but new member of the family. This is a 1978 Honda CX500. So, let me tell you a bit of about this bike. It's got 50 horsepower. It's pretty good. It was built in 1979, as I've previously said. It's got a 5-speed transmission, top speed of around 160 kilometers an hour or 80 miles an hour if you live in the US. It's got disc brakes in the front, it's got a drum brake in the rear, and it is driven with a drive shaft or a cardan shaft, which is a bit special. Not that many bikes that are driven with a drive shaft, instead of a chain or a belt. And another very cool thing about this motorcycle is that this is a V-twin. But it's not just any V-twin, it's the flying twin. Meaning that instead of the engine like a standard V-twin sitting in a motorcycle like this one sits in like this. So these types of engines, they can be seen in motorcycles like Moto Guzzi and the Honda CX500. It's got 33,000 kilometers or miles, I'm not sure, something, probably kilometers though. In addition to that, it is currently not running. Obviously this bike is going to be needing lots of repairs and stuff like that, but I am very happy to tell you that this is our new big project bike. We'll be working on it for a couple of months, hopefully not more than that, because I would like to get it running, driving, so I can start playing and driving with this thing, because I'm really stoked to finally be able to drive in bigger bikes, and this is my new big bike. Now let's do a wee bit of a walk around. As you can see, there is some rust damage and the bike is not in a perfect shape. The front headlight is missing and the exhaust system is currently rusted to pieces, sitting in my garage, so we'll have to build it up from scratch. In addition to that, the rear tail light is broken up. It's plastic, so I'll probably just get a replacement. The right foot peg, let me just try to get that light adjustment, there we go. The right foot peg and the rear brake pedal are also missing, but the previous owner said that he'll try to find them because he said that he did still had them. The engine hasn't been started in around 10 years. But 10 years ago it ran and it was ridden a bit. The frame of this bike was imported from the US, California to be exact, and the rest of the bike was assembled here in Norway, meaning that I will still have to go through some import registration stuff with the government and the local DMV. So I think this will be a lovely bike once we get it finished. The plan is to paint the tank red, the fenders red, and the rest of the plastics red, and have the engine either silver or black, and black frame. So what is nice about this bike is it's not in a good condition, but it's not in a terrible condition either. The engine turns around, haven't got it to start yet, and mostly because there's some weird stuff with the electrical cables, which I will have to figure out soon. But as you can see, the seat on this bike is actually in a pretty decent condition. There are no tears on them. There's some miscoloration here and here, but generally, just, you know, aesthetically, this bike is not that, you know, not in that bad condition. Obviously there is rust and obviously there is oxidation, but it's not terrible. The worst things with this bike are currently we've got tires that are dry rotted and need to be replaced. The brake calipers, they are slightly seized up. They're not completely seized up, but they are slightly seized up, so I took them off in order to be able to, you know, freely move the bike around, because it was very hard to move it. The electricals in the front is a bit of a weird thing. There's this switch, which I've got no clue what this does, but it goes in here, so I would guess that this works with the lights, because the lights button here is currently missing, which is not that great. Apart from that, the bike is in an okay state. It seems to be almost complete. As I've said, only missing the front headlight and this button here. At least that's the very obvious things that are missing on this bike, and the Honda signs right here and on the other side of the tank. So I think that this will be a lovely project to restore and get to work and drive around and have fun with. I'm not so sure if I'm going to sell it or use it as my daily driver once I sell the Daylum, because I will be selling it pretty soon, hopefully. All depends on how fast I can get this thing done. And basically, this is it. This is our new project bike. So say hello and give it a warm welcome, because it's here to stay, I guess. That's what you call it, I think. Anyways, this is pretty much the end of the video. I'm not going to be doing any restoration work on it today because we've got a customer coming pretty soon. So I really just wanted to show you this bike to you guys, because it's so cool. It's my first big bike, as in a proper bike. I mean, 50 horsepower. That's more than enough, to be honest. So we'll see how this project is going to move forward, and in what speed it is going to move forward, because I've been keeping myself pretty busy with work lately. Anyways, thank you for watching this little short update video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, perhaps a comment, subscribe, and as always, keep on riding.